Hey VC, what's up? It's me, yours truly. Almost forgot. VC Cheer. Just got back from the gym and have been meaning to do a response to this for quite some time, like the last week or so. Had it in my favorites, kept forgetting, so I thought, hey, let me just knock this out really quick before I go do anything else. And it is my response, probably a quick response, to Weeklyration's, his 100 subscribers contest. As always, I want to first and foremost say congratulations on the 100 subs, as well as kind of just being a part of the VC here. And this is definitely going to be a quick response video because he kind of picked a subject matter, an area that I'm just not very well versed in. And basically he was asking, what are some of your favorite side projects, you know, that artists or bands members have kind of done off on the side or whatever. And that's just one area I'm not very good at when it comes to music. I guess just emotionally and then intellectually as well. It's just something I don't care about as much. Not necessarily the side project thing, but when it's this guy was a member of this band and then went to here and they went here and they split like this, and that's just stuff that doesn't stick for whatever reason with me. And I don't know why. It's just for whatever reason that's one area of music that doesn't compute very well. I mean, literally, as long as I've loved these bands since back in the 80s or whatever else, I didn't know until about maybe a month ago, 2 months ago, that Fine Young Cannibals and General Public were a split of London Beat. And I mean, like when you listen, you know, he has such a unique voice, you kind of, know, but I just like, yeah, I guess so. I just never thought about it, never paid attention. So for whatever reason, that stuff didn't compute with me. A million other stupid facts about music and bands, oh yeah, that'll stick all day long. But so it was kind of tough with this one because I was like, think of something, and most of the things I thought about weren't side projects. It was just kind of like the next step in a person's career, like, Clapton to Cream or Hendrix to Band of Gypsies, and it's just kind of like, no, those aren't side projects. That was just kind of their next step or whatever. But one that did come to mind that stuck out like nothing else, which is what you're listening to in the background, is this right here, which is Tom Tom Club. Love that cover too, it's just kind of classic. Now, the Tom Tom Club was made up of mainly Tina Weymouth and Chris France. Those were the two main members of the Tom Tom Club. There was also a guy by the name of Adrian Belew or something like that. Belew, I think, was his last name. But he actually played for King Crimson for like a few years in the early 80s, I think. But, mainly this was a side project from those members of the Talking Heads, Tina and Chris, who were husband and wife, actually. So, again, this is one of those songs that came out when I was in grade school, and I remember it was just like on the R&B charts. I think it went number 1 on the R&B charts, and was just the song of all songs. And to this day, I still think it's one of the grooviest, funkiest R&B tracks of all time. Which is something so odd, because, I mean, it was like members of the Talking Heads. You just don't think smooth R&B when you hear that. And even the song itself, when you listen to the rest of the album, it doesn't necessarily fit with the rest of the album. It's like, quirky stuff and stuff you would expect from maybe a Talking Heads type of group. And then all of a sudden this just funky ass Genius of Love comes in, and you're like, what? And then it goes back to the quirky stuff. But, definitely that's probably, that is the first band that came to mind when I thought about my favorite side projects, because, again, Genius of Love is just a song that to this day, as I always like to say, takes me to good places. It's just a funky groove. And again, it's just all kind of oddball stuff surrounding that song. be it the group that made it, be it the fact that it was so R&B-ish with the rest of the album that just really was not. So that's the one that came to mind, although I would say it's a very good one. But that's my one side project that came to mind that I absolutely love. So again, kind of nice and quick here. Congratulations on the 100 subs. Look forward to seeing everyone else's responses to this. And as always, VC, we will talk to you soon. All right, take care, guys and gals.